the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chiefs and the 49ers, next on Madden Football.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 33-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Here comes Tony on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get sick.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Throwing here, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he's out right at the 25.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Can't do that.
Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now left side on the swing pass, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one lights up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. The kick by Gold is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he'll be taken down here just